Useful monthly interest loans. The easiest way, now officially in a 2CD exam, you're not going to be given a table. There are 2 tables in those your old ATAR exams, so officially we're not meant to give you a table. But a way of looking at a loan like this, the best way is to look at a table. And I'll show you what that looks like. It's not going to be as detailed as that car loan. It's just going to be your amount, so your principal or your amount. I'm going to write amount at start of month. Can that noise stop, please? The amount at the start of the month. Then we need to be able to find your interest, your repayment, and then your end of month balance. So can you leave yourself about like 10 lines, and we'll just use an example here. So e.g. I borrow $620 at 6.2% per annum with $150 repayments. We're trying to make this small so that we can, with $150 repayments. Okay, so this is going to be our little story we're going to use with this. Okay, so how do we find out what's our starting amount? $600. So it's the amount borrowed. We're just going to write some little words to start with. So it's the amount borrowed. So for this one, it is $600. What about our interest? How do we add on our interest? Oh, sorry, 620. Sorry. Thank you, Alex. How do you think I could find the interest on this in a month? Good? And? Yeah, so that's the interest rate. So we're going to actually, but how much interest do we pay on the $620? That's what I'm trying to say. You're right. Good, so we're going to go our amount times by our rate divided by 12, which is what you said, the 6.2 divided by 12, okay? So for this, we're going to go 620 times by 0.062 divided by 12. So again? And we will need some calculators working today. All right. Everyone agree? Okay. What's our repayment? $150, so it's just a repayment. So that will always be the same amount depending on what the question is, but always the same. All right, so then how can I find the balance at the end of the month? We go our amount. Do we add interest on or take interest away? Add plus interest. And do we add the repayment on or take the repayment away? Take the repayment. So for this one, it would be 620 plus $3.20, take 150, which equals? No.
Oh, I forgot to put the 20 in.
620 plus $3.20, take 150.
Alright, I got it now.
Alright.
I said 60.
Okay. Can everyone see how we got that line? Yes? Because that's the important bit. We need to be able to do that line for every single month. So this is month 1, first month. If I look at month 2, what's the starting amount for month 2? John? $473.20. Okay? It's the amount from end of month. Can everyone see why we've got that? If that's the month, that's the amount due at the end of the month, then it's still the amount due at the start of the next month. Okay? If you haven't paid any more off. How do I find the interest? Same way, so we're going to go 47. We're not going to write this every time, we're just going to write for the next month. Times by 0.062 over 12. What does that equal? Will it be more than $3.20 or less than $3.20? Less, okay? So be aware of that as you're going through it. Someone got it?
$2. No, $2.44.
Can someone double check that? Repayment is still the same. Okay, and so then our end of month balance. $300 and what? 40, 25, and 64 cents. All right, what do you think we have to do now? We need to do the next one. When do we stop? When you've paid off the loan, okay? You'll notice there's no time in these loans because you need to work that time out, okay? So, 3. Are you guys just doing it by yourselves? Good. So we go 325.64 times by 0.062 over 12, 150. What was the interest? Has someone worked it out? And have we got our balance? Mitchell. Well, you can start the next bit. 177 and?
32 cents.
All right. Okay, let's do the next one quickly, and then the last one everyone needs to focus again. Okay, so 177.32. What's I'm not even going to write the bit because if someone work out what the interest is. Interest. All right. So this last step in month 5 is the step I need everybody to focus on because this is the one which always comes up with quite a lot of questions, okay? So, how much money do we owe? $28.24. We still need to work out how much interest is paid. You still have to pay interest on that amount there, okay? So we still need to say $28.24 times by 0.062 divided by 12 and get an amount. All right, now, do we put in 150 as our repayment? Why not? Good, we don't have to pay off that much. Our final repayment is just we add them together. $28.29. Sorry, 39 cents. Why is it only that? Good. You don't need to pay extra. You don't need to pay the $150, okay? You just need to pay your final amount plus your interest, okay? You have to add the interest on. And that's the bit which is the trickier bit. All right. And so our final balance here is 0. Can everyone see what we did there? Yeah? I've tried to sort of put the notes into the table, so rather than actually write it out in words. But there's then a heap of questions you need to be asked about this. So I'm just going to make this a bit smaller so we can sort of see the table a bit better. All right, the next sort of questions you're asked are, how much did you pay? How much did you pay for the entirety of the loan? How do you reckon we work out how much you paid for the entire loan? No. No. How much money did you pay? Pardon? The total repayments, okay? So, no it wasn't. Okay. Okay, so how many full month payments did we pay? 4. So we go 4 times 150. The reason why we don't just add them up, oh sorry, not plus, 4 times. The reason why we don't add them up is sometimes there could be like 62 months and you don't see them all. So you need to know that that's how many months were. 4 times 150 plus how much? 28.39. Which is? Good. Okay. So anytime you're asked this, you need to sort of write this in your notes. It's the repayments times the months take 1. Why is it months take 1? Because your final month you don't pay a full repayment plus your final repayment. Because you've got 5 months you had this loan for, yeah? We only times the repayments by 4 because the last one you don't pay a full repayment, you just pay your final repayment. Okay? So your repayments times by your months take 1 plus your final repayment is how you find your entire loan. All right, so once we know that, how can I find out how much interest you paid for the whole loan? How could we find out how much interest we paid for the whole loan? We could add up all the interest, but if there's 62 months, that's going to be rather annoying, isn't it? So what's a quick way of finding out how much interest you paid for the whole amount?
Get the total amount you paid
Yep.
and take away the assignment.
Good. Okay. So what we do is we go our total payment, which is what we just found out. Take away your principal, what you started with. So we said we started with 620. Sorry, our total payment was $628.39. How much did we actually borrow? 620. So how much was our interest? $8.39. Are there any questions about that? No? All right, there's one more thing we need to be able to do, and then we'll do one of these questions together. All right, so to find the interest rate, to find the monthly interest rate, not just given the annual one. Rate given a interest amount. And principal. All right, what I mean by this is you might get given a table. Can I borrow a calculator, please? Thank you. You might get given a table which tells you stuff, but it doesn't tell you what the actual rate is. So it might say you borrowed $10,000. Okay, so same sort of table, and it's going to tell you that you paid $66.67 in interest, and that your payment was like $200. And so your balance here was 8,006. Okay, so you might get told that at the start of a question. Okay, how do you think we actually find the interest rate? The interest rate. So I've told you what an interest amount is. And that beanie's only for like sports, it's not for during school time. It is the interest divided by starting amount. Thank you. So interest rate equals your interest dividing by your starting amount. So for this one, you'd go 66.67 over 10,000. Okay, which ends up being 0.006667. All right, now, what does that actually mean? It means 0.6667% per what? Per month. Okay, if I wanted to find out per year, you'd times it by 12. Yeah, so 8%. Okay, so this is per month. To find out per year, times by 12, which equals 8% per annum. Can you guys see those things? All right, we're going to do one of these questions together from your booklet. So page, no, not 19. Yes. Yeah. Which bit? There? All right, so can you guys open up to page 20, please? Page 20. We're going to do these pages together, okay? I'm just putting this homework up on there for Zen or anyone else, or just for our knowledge for later. Okay? But the homework's written in your booklet as well. It tells you down the bottom, okay?